Happy Saturday morning, July 20th. I would like to thank the 6 to 13 people who view my videos. I don't know who y'all are, but I do appreciate it. I know some people don't do the social media thing, which I understand because it is a mind suck. Once you get on there, you'll find yourself scrolling an hour later because you saw cat videos or you saw deer hunting videos or you saw muzzleloading videos. So they've been telling people about it. But if you do have Facebook or what have you, and you feel so inclined, share the videos and do your discipleship. Get the word of Jesus out there and the story about Jesus. And I bet you a lot of people don't know the story of Jesus and don't know that, there's 24 chapters in the book of Luke. And if you start reading on the first day of December and you read all the way through, you'll know the story of Jesus Christ on Christmas Eve. And then you can celebrate his birthday on Christmas Day, December 25th. Crazy, huh? Anyways, let's get into this. The book of Luke, chapter 20. The authority of Jesus questioned. One day, as Jesus was teaching the people in the temple courts and proclaiming the good news, the chief priests and the teachers of the law, together with the elders, came up to him. "Tell us by what authority you are doing these things," they said. "Who gave you this authority?" He replied, "I will also ask you a question. Tell me, John's baptism, was it from heaven or from human origin?" They discussed it among themselves and said, "Well, if we say from heaven," he will ask, "why didn't you believe him? But if we say of human origin, all the people will stone us because they are persuaded that John was a prophet." So they answered, "We don't know where it was from." So they took the easy road, didn't they? Jesus said, "Neither will I tell you by what authority I am doing these things." The parable of the tenants. He went on to tell the people this parable. A man planted a vineyard, rented it to some farmers, and went away for a long time. At harvest time, he sent a servant to the tenants so they would give him some of the fruit of the vineyard. But the tenants beat him and sent him away empty-handed. He sent another servant, but that one also they beat and treated shamefully and sent away empty-handed. He sent still a third, and they wounded him and threw him out. Then the owner of the vineyard said, "What shall I do? I will send my son, whom I love. Perhaps they will respect him." But when the tenants saw him, they talked the matter over. "This is the heir," they said. "Let's kill him, and the inheritance will be all ours." So they threw him out of the vineyard and killed him. What are they thinking? I don't know. What then will the owner of the vineyard do to them? He will come and kill those tenants and give the vineyard to others. When the people heard this, they said, "God forbid." Jesus looked directly at them and asked, Then what is the meaning of that which is written? The stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. Everyone who falls on that stone will be broken to pieces. Anyone whom it falls on will be crushed. The teachers of the law and the chief priests looked for a way to arrest him immediately because they knew he had spoken this parable against them, but they were afraid of the people. I guess I missed that. Maybe we should go back and read that. Or if you missed it, go back and read it. After this video is done, I'll go back and read that and see if I can figure out exactly what they're saying. Anyways, paying taxes to Caesar. Keeping close watch on him, they sent spies who pretended to be sincere. They hoped to catch Jesus in something he said so that they might hand him over to the power and authority of the governor. So the spies questioned him. "Teacher, we know that you speak and teach what is right and that you do not show partiality, but teach the way of God in accordance with the truth. Is it right for us to pay taxes to Caesar or not?" And he knows what they're doing, right? He's Jesus. He knows it all. And this tells you they don't believe he is the Messiah, because if they did, they would say, well, if we go there, he's just gonna know what we're thinking anyway. But they didn't know, or they didn't believe. He saw through their duplicity and said to them, "Show me a denarius. Whose image and inscription are on it?" "Caesar's," they replied. He said to them, "Then give back to Caesar what is Caesar's, and to God what is God's." They were unable to trap him in what he had said there in the public, and astonished by his answers, they became silent. Oh, good. Shut up. The resurrection and marriage. Some of the Sadducees who say there is no resurrection, that's sad, you see. Get it? There's a pun there. Anyways, came to Jesus with a question. "Teacher," they said, "Moses wrote for us that if a man's brother dies and leaves a wife but no children, the man must marry the widow and raise up offspring for his brother. Now there were 7 brothers. The first one married a woman and died childless. The second and third married her, and in the same way the 7 died, leaving no children. Finally, the woman died too." I'm telling you what, if a woman marries a brother and there's 7 of them total, and you're that 5th, after the 5th one dies, there's 6. I don't know if I would marry her being that 7th brother. I mean, I might even back up to the first 3 died. I don't think I'm going to marry her. Just my thinking. Anyways. Now then, at the resurrection, whose wife will she be, since the 7 were married to her? Jesus replied, "The people of this age married and are given in marriage. But those who are considered worthy of taking part in the age to come and in the resurrection from the dead will neither marry nor be given in marriage, and they can no longer die, for they are like the angels. They are God's children, since they are children of the resurrection. But in the account of the burning bush, even Moses showed that the dead rise, for he calls the Lord of the God Abraham, and God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. He is not the God of the dead, but of the living. For him all are alive." Some of the teachers of the law responded, "Well said, teacher." And now no one dared to ask him any more questions. Whose son is the Messiah? Then Jesus said to them, "Why is it that the Messiah is the son of David? David himself declares the book of Psalms. The Lord said to my Lord, 'Sit at my right hand until I make your enemies a footstool for your feet.' David calls him Lord. Now then, can he be his son?" Warning against the teachers of the law. While all the people were listening, Jesus said to his disciples, "Beware of the teachers of the law. They like to walk around in flowing robes and love to be greeted with respect in the marketplaces and have most important seats in the synagogues and the places of honor at banquets. They devour widows' houses and for show make lengthy prayers. These men will be punished most severely." So that's the thing about the Pharisees, and I think the Sadducees did too, but they would go out on the street corner and just yell and pray and kind of show off that, look how righteous I am. And he doesn't want us doing that. Anyways, that's the chapter. That's the end of chapter 20. We only got 4 more to go. I'm going to record a couple more here, and I think I'll wait to record the 24th later on. But hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with my ramblings and my mumbling. And like, share, subscribe. And as always, keep your eyes on the cross. I'm pulling for you. Remember, we're all in this together.